Hey everybody, my name is Nick Christopher and I'm the race director for this year's IRONMAN 70.3 Cairns. We're going to take some time to go through a race director update for you guys and help familiarize you with information specific to this year's event that you'll need to know prior to arriving on site. We're going to talk through a few key race updates, discuss our COVID safe operations, have a look at the venues, help you understand the courses, talk through our gear bags, touch on the shuttle buses, take some time to give a few shout outs, and then summarize what we've talked about here tonight. Before we go too far into this, I just want to remind you guys that athlete information guide that we've sent out to you is your key source of truth. Really want you to take some time to really understand that, read through it thoroughly, and take an opportunity to understand the information that is in there. There's a lot of key event information that you guys are going to need. And it will really supplement the information that we're talking about here in this presentation for you guys tonight. So again, the athlete information guide is going to be your source of truth. If you do have any other further questions, feel free to reach out to us on our event Facebook page. We will have people monitoring the chats there, helping to answer those questions. But please be aware that and be patient as we work through those queries. But again, athlete information guide, source of truth. Touching on a few key race updates for you. Some things have changed from previous years. This year we will have a scheduled check-in and bike racking. You will receive an email from us asking you to select your check-in time as well as your bike racking time. These are a must in order to get through check-in as well as rack your bike. You will be required to select those times. So keep an eye on your emails and take care of that when it does come through. This year's swim start time has changed slightly. We are going a little bit later with a 7:20 a.m. swim start, and you guys will be starting after the Ironman athletes. Run course, while the laps have not changed, you will still be doing a 2-lap run course. We're going to run you guys in the clockwise direction as you exit out of transition 2. Moving into our COVID safe operations here. So this year's event will operate under a Queensland Health approved COVID safe event plan. With that in mind, we've all done a fantastic job over the last few months being very mindful of socially distancing, sanitizing our hands and washing our hands more than we have been, and really being honest with ourselves that we're not feeling well. So again, we're going to ask that you follow the rules to help keep everybody safe. Practice that social distancing, not only within our venues and on the race courses and within the transitions, but also within the local communities as well too. They've opened up their arms for us to come up and to have an event, so let's be mindful and respectful of that and continue to follow those rules. Wash your hands regularly. We will have additional sanitizing units and hand wash basins on site. No shortage of that, so please take advantage of those while you are with us. And if you're unwell, please just stay home. Right, moving on into the venues now. We've got 2 venues specific to this event. The first one will be the Cairns Esplanade. Up there in the Western Events Lawn, we do have our check-in tent where you guys will come when you first arrive on site. Down here at Fogarty Park, we have transition 2. This is where you're going to bring your bikes after the bike course, and it's also where you're going to start your run. Then we have up here in the Cairns Lagoon Car Park, the medical recovery, as well as where you will receive your gear bag collection post-race. The second venue that we have for this event is Palm Cove. This is your race day venue. This is where you're going to start your race out of Palm Cove on the swim. It is also where transition 1 is located, and this is where you're going to drop all of your gear bags before you start the race, so that we're able to get those back down to you in time once you reach the finish line in Cairns. Now we're going to talk a little bit about our courses here. The swim course will again be a rolling age group start. There will be 4 speed zones, and we ask that you seed yourself within those speed zones based on your ability. Those times will be outlined on the signage at those swim zones. So again, take an opportunity to look at that when you're up there on the Saturday, and also again before the race, and seed yourself based on your ability. Touching on again the race start for this year's event for the 70.3 athletes will be 7:20 a.m. After the swim, you guys will hop on your bikes and you'll take a nice journey along the Captain Cook Highway. You'll make your way out of Palm Cove, heading up north past Stala Beach, where you will turn around at the northern section of the course, at which point you'll turn heading in a southbound direction, make your way back up over Rex Lookout, past Palm Cove, continuing south through to Yorkie's Knob, back out on the Captain Cook Highway, past the airport, and then ultimately ending back into the Cairns CBD, where you'll rack your bike at transition 2. After you're off your bike, you get your shoes on, go out for a nice little run. This year's run course will be in a clockwise direction. You will still complete the 2 laps of this course. However, once you exit T2 in Fogarty Park, you will immediately pop onto the Cairns Esplanade, as you can see down here, following the course along the Esplanade, up north, past the hospital, up past the hockey fields, up to the northern section of the course. That will turn around at Airport Ave, at which point you're going to make your way back along the course towards the finish line area. Once at the finish line area, we're going to pop you along the boardwalk. You're going to head down towards Hemingway's Brewery, where you'll turn around and then return back to the finish line area. This year, your second lap is going to start at the same location that you exited transition 2. So again, please follow the course, follow the signage, and make sure that you start your second lap at the same place that you exited out of transition 2. Once you've completed that second lap and you're back towards the finish line, before heading down to the bottom of the finish line area, you're going to take a left-hand turn, then take another left-hand turn where we'll welcome you across that finish line. At the aid stations for this year, we will have Winter Sports Nutrition, Pure Hydration, as well as Red Bull. And as you can see, Red Bull will be located at Run 2 up on Lily Street by the hockey fields. Now, just jumping back to transition 1, talking through a quick little race flow for you guys as you come out of the water. You're going to exit out of the water following the green line into transition 1, up and around, grab your bikes, get yourselves ready, make your way out of transition following that green line, back down onto Williams Esplanade, where you'll head south, mount your bike, and head out onto the Captain Cook Highway. After you finish that bike, you're back down here, transition 2, Fogarty Park, back in Cairns, getting yourself ready for that run. Following that blue line, up to your 70.3 racks, drop off your bikes, grab your shoes, continue out of Fogarty Park, where you meet up with the red line, following along onto that run course there. Again, as you exit transition 2, you'll be popping immediately onto the Cairns Esplanade, and then heading in a northerly direction in a clockwise manner along that run course. Now we'll touch on the gear bags. With the 2 separate venues for this year, we've done what we can to assist you getting your gear from point A to point B. You will receive a few bags from us at that check-in time. And here's a quick little rundown of what you guys can expect within each one of those bags, where to pick it up, where to drop it off. Street gear bags, this is for anything you guys might bring up on the Sunday. An extra pair of socks, an extra jumper, something like that. It might be a little bit chilly in the morning. But that street gear bag does not live in transition. That street gear bag stays with you as you exit transition 1 on Sunday morning, and you're going to drop that between the exit of transition 1 and the swim start. You can then collect that after you've exited the recovery area, post-finish line. Swim gear, while you don't necessarily get a swim gear bag, we ask that anything that you do use on the swim course, i.e. your goggles or your wetsuit, that you place those items into the blue bike bag after you've pulled your bike gear out of that to get yourself ready to pop onto the bike course. That bike gear bag will be left in T1 on either Saturday or Sunday morning, but will not leave transition 1. You will drop it there in T1 in the morning and then collect that post-finish after the race. Your run gear, this run gear stays in transition 2 down in Fogarty Park in Cairns and will need to be dropped off at your respective rack on Saturday. You will not have access to your run gear bags on the Saturday. You will leave them there and will collect them again after your race. touching on the shuttle buses, with the split transitions and the 2 different venues for you guys, we're offering a shuttle bus service that you guys can book. We do ask that you book that in advance. Down Under Tours is providing these to the athletes on the Saturday and the Sunday. Saturday will be from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. This will be a $10 return service, and it will need to be booked in advance. Again, more information on an athlete information guide with the link to book those shuttles. Sunday race morning, this is an athlete-specific shuttle, so there will be specific shuttles just for 70.3 athletes, and this is a service that we are going to provide to you guys for free of charge. However, it is still something that you need to book in. So again, take some time to go to the link, take a look at it, determine when you're going to be there on Saturday, and also book in your shuttle service for the Sunday as well. Right, time for a shout out for some of our operational partners. It's been a massive journey getting to this point, and we're extremely pleased to be in a position to be coming together and having a race up in Cairns this year. So we just want to say a big thank you to Tourism Events Queensland, Cairns Regional Council, Douglas Shire Council, Tourism Tropical North Queensland, Department of Transport and Main Roads, Queensland Police Service, Queensland Ambulance Service, Queensland Fire and Rescue, as well as Surf Life Saving North Queensland. And to wrap it up, again, just want to say thank you all for being with us. We're looking forward to seeing you guys all cross that finish line. It's exciting times where we're getting a chance to race again, and we ask that you really take some time to understand that information, the athlete information guide. Reach out to us with any questions and help us to continue to provide a safe and enjoyable event and race experience for everybody, and to really just get out there and have some fun. We look forward to seeing you come across that finish line, and hope to see the smiles on your faces on race morning.